Okay, andito na naman tayo for Not Financial
Financial
Advice.
advice.
At Tito, alam mo ba na yung mga lumabas sa mga reports lately sa US, especially yung jobs report, at hindi lang yun, yung interest rate, yung FOMC, yung sa jobs report was a little bit surprising because inexpect nila, the market was looking at about parang 75,000 new jobs. At lumabas dito was way below what they were expecting at 22,000 jobs only. This created a problem with the market because nga ang layo sobra from the expectation. Pero nung lumabas yung FOMC, in-announce sila nga, people were expecting a 50 basis point cut. Naging 25 basis point cut yon.
And actually, what they're expecting is a 25 basis point cut.
25 lang ba
Yes,
in-expect?
20,
Okay.
25 basis point cut. Pero ang tinitignan kasi is two cuts this year. So yung last quarter of the year. So meaning, yung September,
Ah,
isang 25 and then may isa pa na 25 supposedly or another 25 pa. Kasi may dalawang meeting pa. May meeting pa ng
right.
October and then may meeting ng, if I'm not mistaken, November or December pa.
Pero ang narinig ko ngayon from the Fed is that hindi na daw nga nila, this was going to be the last cut for the year.
Some are saying na gano'n, pero hindi pa siya, eh. At tingin ko, hindi pa final, kasi ang Fed kasi 'pag maririnig mo yung tono ni Chairman Jerome Powell, lagi niyang data-driven, eh. Anong ginagawa nung data? Anong
Oo.
sinasabi sa'tin nung data? Do we need another rate cut or we don't cut the rates na because ito ngang mga numbers na lumalabas ngayon, like for example, yung sinasabi mo na jobs report, 'no? Is not aligned dun sa ini-expect nila, 'di ba?
Yes. And it's too far, eh. Okay lang sana if you're a little bit off, like it's lower less than what was expected, pero it was significantly less. Kaya nga nung nakita mo yung kilos ng market, anong napansin mo sa market natin nung nag-announce yung jobs report at nung nag-announce yung Fed cut na 'to, yung ginawa nilang cut sa interest rates?
Actually, yung market parang ano siya, eh, parang hindi siya naging excited kasi 'di ba, prior to the announcement of the rate cut, yung market is already, waiting for the cut.
Yes.
The market's already waiting for the cut and then a lot of people are waiting na magpa-pump yung market dahil for the longest period of time, hindi nag-cut ang Federal Reserve sa mga previous
Yes.
meetings. I think, 9 months or ano, gano'n katagal, eh. Tapos
Oo.
ito, sige na finally magkakaroon na tayo ng rate cut. And kaya yung iba ine-expect magpa-pump yung
Lilipad yung
market, 'di
yung
ba? Pero
risk on
ang
assets.
nangyari, hindi gumalaw yung market, yung iba bumagsak pa nga, eh, bumagsak pa, eh. So hindi siya dun sa ine-expect ng mga tao. Na ngayon, several things 'no, na several factors na tinitignan ko kung bakit ganun yung reaction ng market. Number one is the jobs report 'no.
Yeah.
Second is the inflation kasi ang Federal Reserve meron siyang dual mandate, eh. Dalawa yung kailangan niyang i-fulfill, which is controlled inflation. Ang target nila sa inflation, is 2%.
Yep.
Okay? And we are at 2.8, 2.9 for the longest period of time. So napaka-sticky dun sa yung
Yes.
yung inflation hindi nila mababa, 'di ba? Second is a healthy labor market, meaning dapat maraming employed. Okay, pero ang nangyayari, medyo sabi niya parang hindi, parang kabaliktaran yung nangyayari, 'di ba?
So kaya nahirapan siya with that cut kasi honestly, the 25 basis point cut was because they don't want to parang trigger naman a massive inflation. Baka kasi lalong umakyat pa yung inflation, eh, 'di ba? Kaya iniingatan nila pero at the same time, they need to be able to create enough of a cut para naman yung jobs market mag-improve ng konti kasi sobrang lala. And I think that's why nga the market reacted the way it did because the jobs market report was extremely lower than what was expected, and that caused a lot of fear, and even people are saying nga ngayon na nakakatakot pumasok into risk on assets because tulad ng mga stocks, dahil nga there's a possibility that we could be entering a recession or
Stagflation. Yung iba
stagflation.
nga they're looking at a possible stagflation 'no, yung higher prices tapos lower growth 'no, yun yung
Oo.
tinatawag nila na stagflation. I've been reading about it mga siguro almost 2 years, eh, 'no, napapakinggan na natin yon yung possibility na magkaroon ng, stagflation. So, Ngayon naman, hindi pa naman wala pa siya, it's not yet happening,
Yep.
pero nakikita natin nga na si Federal Reserve medyo do'n sa target niya na pababain yung inflation, nahihirapan siya. So yun yung challenge.
Okay.
Hindi kasi puwedeng basta magbaba na lang ng magbaba ang Federal Reserve ng interest rate dahil gusto ni Donald Trump. Kasi you have to understand na yung interest rate,
Aha.
bala yan, ng Federal Reserve,
Mm.
Kung ubusin niya na yung bala niya, 'pag kailangan na niya, wala na siyang gagamitin.
Right.
So kaya pine-preserve niya 'yon, at some point pine-preserve niya. Kasi halimbawa nag-cut siya ng 50 or nag-cut siya ng 75, tapos hindi mag-react yung market,
Oo,
'di
ano pa
ba? Mas malaking
oo.
problema 'yon, mas malaking problema.
Totoo yun. And
Oo.
actually, but in this case, for example naman, gold. Would you consider gold to be a risk on or risk off asset? And how did it react to the FOMC announcement?
Gold is a safe haven asset for the longest period of time. Nung nag-mature na yung gold, a lot of countries are buying gold as a safe haven asset. So meaning to say, in times of uncertainty, punta sila kay gold. That is why si gold is hitting all-time highs after all-time highs after all-time highs. Kasi
Mm.
nga, so pag tinignan mo yan, ito Chris, pag inanalyze mo yung galaw ni gold versus doon sa jobs report mo, sa inflation
Yes.
report mo, makakabuo ka ng conclusion na there's an uncertainty in the market right now.
So
Mm.
pag may uncertainty, tumataas ang presyo ng gold. So if you look at the market right here, no, kailan this on a 1 minute chart, siguro kailangan natin palitan yan to a 1 minute ba yan or
Yeah,
it is a
that's a 1
1 minute.
minute. Yeah,
Siguro
that's a 1
palitan
minute.
natin yung chart to a day
One
chart,
day
one
chart.
day. So
Oo,
1D
day.
dapat
Oo.
yan,
Actually, as ngayon, nag-hit na yan ng new all-time high tayo today kay gold.
Today.
That's 3,800.
Oh, wow. Okay. So it is really people are using gold now as a hedge talaga.
Yes.
Ibig sabihin nun, there are people traders expecting to be medyo parang dangerous times na ba tayo sa market natin ngayon?
Posibleng gano'n yung nakikita ng mga investors and traders dahil eto nga, dahil nga si gold as a safe haven asset paakyat siya ng paakyat. But of course 'no, Chris, wala kasing asset na dire-diretso yung akyat. There
Yeah.
will always be corrections along the way. Kaya napakaimportante, when you are trading actively, kailangan meron kang system and may plan lagi. Kasi
Mm.
'pag active trader ka, hindi ka puwedeng basta sumabak lang ng wala kang kaplano-plano, dahil sobrang giyera yan,
Yes.
Chaos yung mundo ng trading, So kung di mo siya naiintindihan, kaya yung iba nagtataka bakit parang, sa iba ang dali ng trading,
Mhm.
pero 'pag sinubukan mo na when you're in the field, ba't parang ang hirap pala?
So, ang importante dito meron kang kumbaga dala mo yung weapons mo dito. At yung kailangan na I always say the dalawa is always yung fundamental analysis mo, which is what we're talking about, and also yung technical analysis. Yun yung isa pang kailangan mo talagang i-master. At kailangan pagdikit mo yung dalawa, no? Na
Yes.
tinitignan mo yung mga what's happening in the macroeconomic level, and then babanatan mo yan ng technical analysis, gamitin mo yung mga tools mo dito, charting and everything, para lang makita mo talaga kung tama ba yung read mo.
Yes.
Okay.
So, this is how I do it, So yung macro, that's your bigger picture, 'di ba? Sa fundamentals, you'll see na gold is acting as a safe haven asset. Kaya so alam mo, paakyat lang siya ng paakyat.
Oo.
So meaning to say, you want to look for buying opportunities kasi you want to follow the trend.
Yes.
Okay? So that's the easiest way to make money in the market, to follow the trend. But the next question is, kailan ka bibili? 'Di
Yun,
ba? Paano
okay.
ka magpapasok?
Okay.
Doon ngayon papasok ngayon yung technical analysis. Kasi sa technical analysis, you want to buy during corrections. Yung tinatawag nilang BTG or buy the dip. Okay? So, kasi
Hmm.
nga, wala namang straight line, May
Yep.
mga corrections yan, whether intraday or intra-hour corrections, depende kung anong time frame mo tinitignan, there will always be dips in the market. So, it's important sa technical analysis, makita mo na, the market is dipping. Okay, the
Hmm.
market is dipping. Ngayon, hindi naman pwedeng the market is dipping, you just blindly buy dahil because the market is dipping. Dangerous, 'di ba? You might catch a falling knife. You don't know how deep will be the deep, deep,
Yeah,
deep, deep.
yeah. If the deep is dipping more than the dip, oo.
Yes, so doon ngayon papasok yung system.
Okay.
Okay? Kasi, um, kung meron kang system, your system will tell you na, okay, eto na yung most likely humihina na yung pagbaba and the market might resume its trend. So meaning, kung yung system mo is buy the dip system ang strategy, ang pasok mo yung pabalik na dun sa trend ulit. Hindi
Okay.
mo pasaluhin yun ng dumediretso, 'di ba? Kasi when I was new in trading, kasi nga ang alam ko lang is buy the dip. So,
Oo,
sabi ko,
may
buy
dip
the buy,
ba
'di ba? Oh, pagbili mo, ba't bumababa pa rin?
Oo.
Okay, so ano gagawin mo? Bibili pa ba ako o magka-cut loss na ako? Baka ma-liquidate, may gano'n, eh,
Oo.
'no? Lalo na if you're trading using futures or leverage, 'di ba? So, baka ma-liquidate ka lalo na 'pag mali yung lot size mo or position size mo. So, napakadelikado niya kasi nga puwede yang mag-dip na mag-dip. So,
Oo.
sabi ko, "Hindi puwede 'tong ganito. Hindi siya puwedeng buy the dip lang. Kailangan ang gagawin ko is bibili ko kapagka posible na 'no, posible nang mag-continue nung uptrend." Okey.
Okay.
So ngayon, dun sa system na yon na ginawa ko, meron siyang predefined exit. Laging gano'n, eh. Lagi ko inuuna na kapagka kita ko na, "Uy, eto na meron na akong entry." Binigyan na ako ng market na entry. Lagi kong hinahanap, nasaan yung cut loss ko rito?
May
Ah,
agad-agad,
oo.
agad-agad mo
Saan ako
hanapin yung cut
mag-i-stop?
loss.
Oo, saan ako mag-stop loss dito? Simple lang, eh, kasi yung ginawa ko nga malipis lang yung cut loss. Kasi ibig sabihin 'pag tinamaan yung cut loss ko na yon, the market may still go deeper.
Yes.
Okay, so puwede pa mag-correct yung market, tapos maghahabang ulit ako dun. Kasi nga alam ko uptrend, eh, general trend is up. So maghahabang ulit ako dun, may buying opportunity na naman, o 'di dun na naman ako bibili sa mas lower price. So yun yung
Okay.
sinasabi natin na pagka gusto mong mag-active trade, kailangan meron kang strategy.
Okay. And then
Mm.
when you said nga kanina na 'pag tinignan mo yung system na ginawa mo, you're referring to yung, ginawa mong mismong sistema, 'di ba?
Yes,
Which is
tipay,
yun. Oh,
ayan,
I've sa ano, 'di ba, I have that, 'di ba?
Yes,
Ganda nung
yes,
sistemang
oo,
ano, nakita mo yung area kung saan basta nandito yan, okey bumili yan. Oo,
oo.
generally, of course. Pero siyempre kailangan mo pa rin pag-aralan at kailangan mo pa rin maglagay pa rin ng stop loss. Pero 'pag tumama dun sa area na yun, normally that's a good buy area na no matter what.
Yes, Tipay is on its version 6 already. So we
Wow!
continuously improving it for the past 2 years na ginagamit namin siya. So ini-improve namin siya, eh. So kaya nga ngayon sabi namin ito, itong buy the dip na 'to na yung latest na setup namin sa Tipay, yung which is the buy the dip strategy. So, dito meron ka ng clearly defined na stop loss. 'Pag
Okay.
tinamaan 'yan, there's a likelihood na bababa pa yung market, makakabili ka ng mura. So, you see yung mindset 'no,
Oh,
'di ba? A lot of people or traders, challenge sa kanila 'yan na mag-cut loss, eh,
yes.
'di ba? Yung parang, "Teka muna, ang hirap ibenta, lugi, ang sama sa loob, ang sakit sa loob, eh." 'Di ba? Pero kung meron kang sistema na ginagamit, hindi ka matatakot mag-cut loss kasi your system will tell you na invalidated yung setup. Tignan mo and you will have another opportunity to buy it at a lower price.
Oo.
'Di ba? Kasi 'pag puwede pa yang bumaba, o 'di makakabili ulit ako dun.
I mean, unless you open a short position.
Yes, if the trend is going down. So,
Oh, yeah, yun naman, oo.
yes,
Okay, yeah, yeah, that's right.
oo.
I mean, unless you're planning to scalp lang, pwede naman kung scalping lang.
O meron dun sa system na isang setup naman which is mean reversion setup. If it ex if for example, it's on a uptrend, kung extremes na yung uptrend niya, sobrang taas na, meron kaming mga indicators doon na tinitingnan,
Ah,
"Oh, sumosobra na 'to, lampas-lampas na 'to, malapit na 'to mag-correct." So may mga inaantay din kami na mga setups doon na malapit na siya mag-correct, so do'n kami pumapasok. So
ayun.
hindi namin basta-basta pinapasok shino-short mo na, 'di ba, nasa resistance, 'di
Yes,
ba?
yes.
Maraming gano'n, eh. Dati gano'n din ako, eh. "Uy, resistance, uptrend, solid uptrend. Uy, resistance, short." short, short, short hanggang mauubos ka pataas, eh. Kasi nga ang lakas nun pag
Short, short, short.
oo, ubos ka dun. So, inaantay namin siya, "Sige lang, dumiretso ka lang, dumiretso ka lang." 'Pag alam namin na overextended na yung rally and we're looking for dun sa indicator kasi sasabihin niya sa'yo, eh, na, "Oh, ito na yung inaantay mo, yung 3 points na yun, 3 signals na yun. Oh, ito na yung inaantay mo, okey pasok ka na short."
Yun, okey.
Oo.